In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear sway bar links on this Mazda 6. Let's get started. Use a 14mm socket. I'm going to undo the bottom on both sides first. That way I can lower the sway bar and get to the top easier. Once the socket is on, I'm going to try and break it free. Just with the air tool, it's probably not going to work, but if you have a power tool, it's the best thing to start. Now it broke free, but it didn't break free from the threads. It's still kind of stuck on here, which is normal, it happens. So you have two options at this point. You can use locking pliers on the back side, hold it and remove the nut, or you can use the Allen head cutout on it, and that is a 5mm Allen that you have to put in here. And then of course you're gonna have to use a wrench instead of a socket. So I'm gonna slip my 14mm wrench on here, as well as my 5mm Allen with an extension. Hammer this in, make sure it's seated all the way in. Then I'm going to have to hold the Allen head and turn the nut. Oh. There we go. Remove the mounting nut. At this point, do the same to the other side. Once the other side is undone, you should be able to move the entire sway bar, remove the sway bar link from the control arm, and now let's undo the top. At this point, you can push the sway bar up so that you can reach the mounting nut from the top over the subframe. I'm going to use this induction heater, heat up the mounting nut. I'm going to put my air tool up in here and see if I can break it free. Okay, so the nut is spinning with the stud. I'm going to try to put my tool back on here. There we go. Now we're making progress. Now you can remove the sway bar link and do the same to the other side. Now grab your new sway bar link. Make sure that you have the right one because they are directional. One's only going to fit the left and the other one only going to fit the right. Slide it through. I like to grease up these threads with grease or anti-seize. That way not only does the nut slide on easier, but you will hopefully not have to deal with this in the future when you have to replace it. Since there is grease underneath the mounting nut, it should come off a little bit easier. The new mounting nuts are going to be 15mm in size. Now you're going to want to do the same to the other side before we pull this down and do the bottom. Now you're going to want to pull the sway bar down and put the sway bar link through the control arm. There we go. Do the same on the other side. Now let's put on the mounting nut on the bottom and tighten it up. Torque these to 40 foot-pounds. Now, if you can't torque the top one, just make it nice and snug with a wrench. Do your best. If the stud is spinning, you can put an 18mm wrench on the back side. There's a cutout provided for it so you can torque the mounting nut.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.